Hello, I'm Monty. If you'd like to learn how to do this fun piece of magic, let's get started. There are two things you'll have to learn to be able to do this. You'll need to learn the pinky toss and how to catch the card. Both of these moves take a good deal of practice. The pinky toss mainly requires a lot of muscle development. You simply take the pinky finger and pull the card down and let it fly out. That takes an awful lot of practice though, because you've got to develop the muscles in your pinky and be able to toss it with quite a bit of accuracy, because you may be doing it anything from a short distance like this and catch it in your hand to sometimes I throw it 3, 4, 5 feet and catch it. So it requires quite a bit of practice. So basically you start with your cards like this. Take your finger, toss the pinky across, and if you can be really accurate, you can let it simply fall in your hand like that. If the hands are really close, the timing is much more critical. And if the hands are far apart, the accuracy is much more critical. Takes a lot of practice. Have fun. Enjoy. Next, we'll learn some simple routines. Card under the handkerchief. For this, you simply show a handkerchief or something of that nature. It can be anything actually on the table. Lift it up and show the spectators nothing under it. Then distract them with a little bit of misdirection as you toss the card in there. Set the handkerchief back down, and now your card is loaded underneath the handkerchief. And all you have to do is magically reveal it in the easiest way that you can, and you've performed a miracle. Here we'll do actually only the moves we learned earlier. Uh, the pinky toss and catch as a reveal. You can shuffle the cards. My card I'm going to force is on the very top, but actually this one can be any card. I like to force the card, but it really doesn't matter. So this is the basic force. You can use any of the forces in my videos on how to force a card. This is the swing cup force. It's in video number 5 on how to force a card. And then you show the card. I maintain a little pinky break here in the back, if you look at the back, and then I just do a swivel cut, which brings the force card back to the top of the deck. And now I'll do a false cut. I'll be doing a lot of videos on false cut in the future. We'll explain this a little bit better in a minute. But you do a false cut, so now the card is still on top. And I just simply toss it across and reveal the card. Is that the card you selected? And of course the answer is yes. This one is upside down card. So the card will actually appear upside down. I am forcing up a red card on top this time so you can follow it a little easier. And we're going to use the red card. Shuffle the deck. The only thing you have to do is keep your force card on the top of the deck so it's ready to go. We'll do a riff. I'm doing a riffle swing cup force. That's the one in video number 5 of how to force a card. Spectator says stop. You show them the card they ask you to stop at, which of course is your force card. Put it back in the deck. Now I keep a little pinky break here on there. Riffle the front of the card so they look normal. And now I'm going to pivot off the top half of the deck, which is actually cutting the cards this time. Notice I swiveled around my middle finger, and then I just dropped the bottom half back on top. So basically we've controlled the force card to the top of the deck. Now we'll do a little swivel to bring the top half of the deck. This is the false cut. Notice I'm swiveling it on my thumb this time, dropping it in my hand. We split the deck, the remaining part of the deck again, and swivel cut again. Notice I dropped that one in my thumb. Now I pick up the top, what was the top half of the deck, there, and swivel off the there and drop the top half back on top, and the whole deck is back in the same order. I'll be doing a video very soon on starting a whole series on false cuts and false shuffles soon, so you'll learn a lot of them. So now we just simply do a swing cut again. This is a real cut, but here's where the trick comes in. Um, we, we show that. Now I do a little bit of misdirection here, and all you do is talk to them, says your card could be anywhere in the deck. And as you cover it back up, you just take your pinky, flip the card over, grab it like that. Now the work is all done. Complete the cut. And you also, that's covered with your back of your hand, so they can't see it because I just turned it sideways so you can see it there. Then all you have to do is spread the cards, fan through them a little bit like that. Their card, the card you forced in the early part of this trick, is the only card upside down.